guys, welcome to Geek Latte. I'm Cindy, and today we're talking about books and writing. This all started, actually did this video about 3 times this week, and every time I'm just not happy with how it came out. So this is the third time. Hopefully it's a charm and it goes through and I'm happy with it and you guys can actually watch it. Also, I'd like to apologize for Tuesday. We didn't have a live stream. Tuesday is one of my, well, I get 2 days off a week like most people. Sundays is usually chore days. I don't get a whole lot of relaxing done. And then Tuesday was just, I needed it to just do nothing and just do a couple of personal projects. So sorry about that. And there will definitely be one next week. I will probably choose a scary movie. And stay tuned for the end of this video because we're going to have a little bit of a poll. Alright. And you guys can pick which game I'm going to stream next week. So without further ado, the title of this video today is 50 Shades of Fanfiction, because first of all, I have started to write a fanfiction about Skyrim, and it is on my DeviantArt. I will put a link below. So I'm very excited about that. I've started playing Skyrim a little bit more, and I forgot about, I had a backstory to my character in my head, and then I kind of forgot about it. So, because I'm crazy, I restarted another character again, and this time, like, I'm going to write her story down on my DeviantArt so I don't forget. But I'm, of course, as usual, when I write, I get a little carried away, and I'm actually writing a full-blown fan fiction. So it's pretty awesome, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm thinking that I'm actually going to go a little further with that, and before I talk about what my next project is for November, I am going to tell you, kind of rant a little bit about a book that I've been trying to get through, and of course it's called 50 Shades of Grey. I actually did finish the first book, and you know, and I was really kind of disappointed with it. Not kind of, I was actually really disappointed with it. And I had bought it from this ebook website that, you know, I think it was like $35, and then you get to pick a whole bunch of ebooks. And of course, I don't know if they didn't charge enough per book or what happened, but that site actually doesn't exist anymore. It was called BookBuddy. And as far as I can tell, it was completely legit. But it went down. It probably couldn't sustain itself, so whatever. I went, and then before the site was shut down, I had to go and, you know, buy all my money's worth of books, because I had like, I don't know how much I had left, with $25 in my wallet. So I was like, oh fine, I'll just get all the 50 Shades, and just in case I ever get curious, which I did a couple of weeks ago, and I started reading the second book, and it's not any better. In fact, I think it might be worse, the way it starts. And you know, the thing about this book, and I actually had to do research because about the author E.L. James, and see, you know, where she was from, what she was in, and I think she's British. She was a television executive of some kind. So this is someone who is educated. This is someone who's had a pretty good job as far as jobs are concerned. And she married a playwright, a screenwriter, and someone who is involved in television. So I just, you know, you would think because her husband's a screenwriter, so he would have, you know, writing skills. He would have writing. He probably took that in college, and I don't know how much she took, but I went to her website, and she says it was always her dream to write a book, which is awesome that she did it, and I'm, you know, very happy for her that she was successful. It's just that when you read the book, it's like there's very little editing done, or there was very little constructive criticism done in that book, because it's so, people say it's repetitive. It's not just repetitive, it lacks refinement. It lacks any sort of polish whatsoever, and I'm not, you know, I've did this video 3 times because I don't want to tear it down completely. There's a lot of people who really enjoy it, and again, I'm you know, I would like to maybe, you know, publish a book one day. So it's great that someone accomplished their dream. However, I'm kind of disappointed anyway, not with her, but with us as viewers, as readers, as consumers, because we've basically loved this literature so much that they're making a movie out of it now. Just like the Twilight series. And it seems that our level of our standards have really dropped in this culture that we're in right now, and we just consume whatever is out there, whatever is immediately makes us happy. And if you are a reader as I am, if you have shelves full of books, I mean, my shelves are like not just a row of books, there's like double rows of novels. And so I read quite a lot. So when I'm faced with something that really it's like a really, really rough diamond, I'm kind of upset, because I'm like, I don't think this should be out there. And the reason it is, I looked this up as well, is because she self-published. She started, writing this on her website, and she got a lot of encouraging comments, which is great. And then she approached a very small publishing company in Australia, and they published her work as ebooks, and that's how it started to come out. And when it became super popular, it basically went viral with a lot of they call it the bored housewives or moms that are bored or whatever, which is probably true or whatever. And then she got I think she got a deal with, I forget the name, I think it was Vertigo or something like that, and they published her books in an actual book form that you can hold, like print form. There you go. And so it's an amazing success story, and it's great. It's just now a movie's coming out. I'm just kind of it worries me a little bit about the state of where we are as a culture and as people who like this. For example, if you look at I'm going back to Mass Effect, and the last book was written by someone that was contracted to do it, and they didn't have a clue what the game is about. They didn't have a clue about the lore, and what they wrote pissed off every fan base. And honestly, I kind of support that, because that's the level of standard for Mass Effect writing was here, and then when it came to here, people were pissed off, and we should be pissed off, and we should expect a certain level of quality when it comes to our products. Anyway. That doesn't mean that you should enjoy stuff like 50 Shades or like Twilight or anything. More power to you that you do. I just it worries me when there's so much attention and so much money of our money that goes into that. But I mean, what are you gonna do? To go on that, if you want to be like E.L. James, or if you would like to try your hand at your own fan fiction and get published one day or whatever, this is an excellent time to do it in November. And this brings me to what I think I might do this November, although I'm really busy, and this might make my maybe take a step back from my gaming even more. So, but it is. I'll show you screen capture. Okay, it is National Novel Writing Month from November 1st to the 30th. The world needs your novel. Well, we'll see about that, but no. The world needs your novel. If you're ready to write a novel, you've come to the right place, and this is where you sign up, and you basically write a novel in a month. I think it's 1,500 characters or 1,500. Well, I can't remember something. Anyway, you can go here and check it out. You can track your progress. You get, pep talks from other people. There's forum. There's people you can add to your friends list. You can meet fellow writers online and in person. So you can actually look up on the site if there are events, NaNoWriMo events happening around where you are, and you can actually meet people that are doing the same thing and kind of get a little bit of a support group going. So that's pretty awesome. So there's local events there, forums, writer goods, I'm not too sure what that is. And you can donate to the cause. And there are people that have had their stuff actually published through this. And, if you complete the goal that they've set for you, you become a NaNoWriMo writer, or they call it a Ribos or something. Anyway, but it sounds like a lot of fun. My friend Bo has participated, I think, a few times, and I've had other online friends of mine participate, and I was like, oh, I wish I could do that, but I don't know if I've got the stamina or the time or whatever, and I'm busier than ever now, and I'm still thinking of trying it, just because I've just recently got into this whole fan fiction thing, but I don't know if I have to start all over again, or if I can actually submit what I've started to write. I mean, I haven't read a whole lot, so it might still count for my Skyrim stuff or not. I don't know. Or maybe it has to be completely original. Nothing, no fan fiction allowed. I don't know. I have to read the fine print here. But it sounds like a lot of fun, and it's definitely a very good cause. And it's people of any age that can participate. So, and if you go to the forum, even there's there's little parentheses or it says underneath this is for everybody. So this is a all ages forum. So that's really cool. I totally fully support that. And so anyway, that's the thing. And what else I want to say about 50 Shades? They lost their main the main lead, the guy that was going to play Christian Grey, dropped out. He was the guy from Pacific Rim. So he dropped out. He was never going to do it. I don't know. It depends on which source that you read. And now apparently they have confirmed that the guy that played the Hunter in Once Upon a Time is going to be. So I don't know how good of a movie it's going to be. Honestly, the girl that plays Anastasia Steele seems like a good fit. But I don't know. I don't really... I like the book and I don't like the book. The things I like about the book are the theme and I was like reading about different types of relationships and different characterization of people. And actually I was going to compare this to a book I was reading. Where did I put it? Oh no, it's not here. Where did I put it? I just had it. Oh, I think I put it away. Damn it. But I was going to compare it to a book I read. It was called Kushiel's Legacy, and that is very much an erotica. That is very much a BDSM sort of, theme and all that, where the main character is just submissive and she has these adventures. It's a fantasy book, so there's a lot of heroics going on as well. There's a lot of political intrigue, and I think that's what I like about that book over something like 50 Shades, because 50 Shades is uniquely about two people. That's all. That's it. There's nothing really else going on in the book. It's really just about the struggle that they have as a couple, which is great. But it's pretty much a Harley Quinn fiction. There's just nothing wrong with Harley Quinns. They're fun to read. They're very light. 50 Shades is very light. It is what it is. As far as the quality of erotica, is it really good? No, I've read Harlequins and I've read others. Anne Rice has got fantastic kind of horror erotica, horror and fantasy as well. She's got a fairy tale one, and it's of course it's leagues beyond what 50 Shades is. And I know E.L. James actually has other books coming out, and I'm hoping that her skill as a writer has improved. And I'm actually hoping while I'm trying to read the 50 Shades trilogy, that her writing gets better. So far, I am still disappointed at the beginning of the second book, 50 Shades Darker or something like that. And yeah, it's really, really the same thing every 2 pages. So it needs to change. Couple of tips. I'm not an actual writer myself, but as a reader, I can tell you that things that I enjoy to read are flow. First of all the events tend to flow together. There's clear demarcations of when things are changing. There's not repetition. There's not repetition. You reference back sometimes to things that happen to remind the reader, but only if you've got like a really big book. Okay, if you don't have a big book, don't do that. And there's a lot of different things. When it comes to the erotic parts, please don't overdo it. You only need the Kushiel Legacy that I'm talking about. There's not that many sex scenes in there. There really isn't. But when they happen, you look forward to them. They're like, oh, yay, awesome, finally, right? Because you've had so much of other things happening, and then once it's it gets to it, and it's very detailed and great. But 50 Shades is more really, they call it mommy porn or that kind of stuff. I don't even know if I would call it that. It's just because it's pretty simple. And again, I don't want to tear it down, but it is fun. I have to say that it is a fun book. It does make you turn the page pretty fast. I mean, I read the first book in a weekend, so that's gonna tell you something, right? She's definitely got a hook, and if you got that hook, if you got, you know, whatever it is, that talent or that trick to make people want to read your book, then you've pretty much got it made, pretty much. So anyway, so I hope let me know if you guys are interested in doing that NaNoWriMo stuff, or if you write fan fiction yourself or whatever. Let me know. I'm always interested in reading fan fiction. I've read some really good ones. There was a Mass Effect one on, I don't know if it was on LiveJournal or something. I can't remember, but it was pretty awesome. That it was about a female shepherd, and she was tough as nails, and just it was yeah, it was really good. Of course, there was a lot of Kaden in there. Sorry, and which was great. But it wasn't just that. She went and described the whole crew. Like, she went through the characterization of everybody and what people did on their off times that you don't see in the game, and it was so much fun. And anyway, so I just, you know, I do enjoy reading other people's stuff. So let me know if you participate or not. I am drinking coffee today. It's pretty torquey. Hold on. And the flavor of the week, or 2 weeks, I guess. Yeah, change about every 2 weeks, is, or month, depends. But this couple of weeks has been mocha almond fudge. Yeah, it's pretty strong. It's very fudgy, very chocolatey. Almonds, you only taste a little bit of it, but it's pretty sweet. I don't know. Makes the coffee very, very dark to drink, which I love. I mean, I love really dark roast and that kind of stuff. Anyway, if you watched this thus far, you get rewarded with a poll. So let me take out my Steam. Did I totally close that? I did, just because I don't want to use too much memory or stuff. That goes to my library. So the first game you're going to vote on is Saints Row 4. And this is, remember, we're trying to make this a little bit Halloween-y. Saints Row 4 isn't scary at all, but it is pretty out there, and it's very bright and colorful, and it does have, you know, might have aliens and zombies and stuff. I don't know. I'm probably going to show you the first part, so there's only aliens. But it's still a lot of fun, and it reminds me a lot of movies and games that I've played. It's hilarious. Anyway, so that's the funny version, is Saints Row 4. And that's what do I have? I have BioShock still that I was working at since last year. So you've got Saints Row 4, BioShock, and then what else? Oh, I have got Left 4 Dead. I've got Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2, and well, just to go Left 4 Dead 2, because I'm not going to play Left 4 Dead. There is, where is it? I'm looking for, Dead Island. I've got Dead Island as well. And I think that's it for my scary stuff. I actually have Batman Arkham City. I didn't even remember I had this. I don't know how did this happen? Anyway, so I actually have Batman. Okay, so let's start over. I'm sorry. Let's do Saints Row 4, BioShock, Batman Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. Oh, I haven't done Asylum, so let's do Arkham City, and Dead Island, and Left 4 Dead 2. So those are your choices. Let me know which one you want me to play next week. We'll be live streaming and having lots of fun pre-Halloween. So there you go. All right. See you guys later. Have a lot of fun. I will probably be live streaming during my day off. So I will probably set up an event so you guys can know when it's going to happen, if you can be there. If not, you can watch it afterwards. No big deal. Okay. Bye, guys. Do, 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 do.